All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2019 Jay Swanson Memorial 9-ball tournament, coming to you live from Griff's in Las Vegas. Next up on our featured table, we've got King Santy versus Ray Lorenzo. Looks like King's won the leg. This is going to be a race to 7. This is backside action. We're on the B side of the tournament, so winner will have one more match tonight, I believe. Scratch that. I think both players will be done for the day after this. Losers going home upset, and the winner's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, the loser of this match is about to pack his bags and head to the airport.
Yeah, it looks like the winner of this match will play one more tonight. It'll be a 10:30 match. I like watching. I'm not extremely familiar with Ray Lorenzo. I've seen Kings in quite a bit of action. He's a real good action player. He was up here playing for a couple thousand last night. He's a real good shot. He's nice and smooth player.
How you say his first name?
Kings, K-I-N-G-S.
K-I-V-E-S, you said?
Kings, K-I-N-G-S.
Oh, Kings.
Kings, like
okay.
King of the Court, Kings.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I would say the shot here is bank that one ball straight back. Try to duck your cue ball behind the 2 and the 4. He has a good opportunity to do that. This could be a good defensive shot. Go behind the 2-4 with that snowball. And that's what he's going to try to do. And very nice. Nice shot.
Yes, it was. I thought he might get a little unfortunate and clip that 5. Pocket the 5 in the side, and then he's hooked himself. But he did well there. Figure out a way to get on that too, unless he wants to play position for the combination.
I don't know about this. I think I would try to do something else with the one ball other than play the 5 in the side. I would like to leave the 5 hanging there, because now you're just you know, kind of shooting the same shot where you had ball in hand on the 1. Now you got a perfect opportunity to get onto the 2 for either a combination, which I don't like, or to try to break the 2 out of there. But now he has to play it the way it lays. I would have taken cue ball in hand and immediately tried to go after the 2 ball. Now he has left himself because of that. I don't know what he's going to do here. Perhaps drive the 2 down to the end rail, leave the cue ball behind the 4.
That's what I was looking at too, was freezing that cue ball up on the 4 ball. He didn't freeze him, but it's good enough.
But if you got ball in hand on the 1, and the 1's out in the open there, you got to go after the 2 ball.
Mm-hmm.
To play the 1 into the 5 did not make a lot of sense to me. Plus, if you can get to the 2 ball, well, now you're really in business if you can make the 3 and the 4, because the 5 is hanging right there in the side.
Correct. Looks like Ray's going to cut this and go 2 rails. Try to narrowly avoid the.
He might go 4 rails on this. Might go 4 rails. 1, 2, 3.
You were right, sir.
and 4.
You've been around this game a little bit, huh?
I've watched a lot of great players in my time. I've learned a lot. Wow, that shot ended up pretty much perfect.
Yeah, it did. Good speed there.
Pretty much perfect.
Oh, he undercut it.
He tried to hit it with low left-hand English. He wanted to keep the cue ball close to the rail so he could pocket the 5, but when you're using an extreme amount of English like that, it makes the shot a little bit more difficult.
It's like Mr. King Santy came all the way here from Meridian, Idaho.
And where is Mr. Lorenzo from?
San Diego.
San Diego, and I got another player from San Diego. Boy, they play that 9-ball down there in San Diego. I want to tell you, we're here at the Jay Swanson Memorial. Mr. San Diego himself, Jay Swanson.
I don't know if it moved or not. I touched it. Did it move? No.
Still waiting for people to tweet in their answer to my trivia question. Was you here when we had the trivia question?
I don't believe so.
Okay, well, now I'll have to explain it to you, and we'll see maybe if you can get it.
Uh-oh.
They called Jay Swanson Swanee, okay? There was an old television series back in the 1970s, and when I saw this show, I had my own nickname for the man they call Swanee. I called him what? What did I call him? If you can guess the correct answer, you get free pool here at Griff's for a year. For a year. Compliments of Mark Griffin. Take our hat off to him. But can you guess what Pretty Boy Floyd's name for Jay Swanson was? Everybody called him Swanee except me. What was it that I called him? An old television series in the 1970s.
Huh. 1970s.
We'll give you time to think about that with our viewers out there. If you think you know the answer, tweet it into CSI. What was Swanee's real nickname?
Got a touchy cut shot here in the side pocket.
Yeah.
He's got to play this with
It's a small pocket too from this angle.
really good speed right here. That's a nice
Very
shot.
nice shot. Very nice. Very nice.
Mr. Lorenzo takes game number 1. He'll be breaking off in game number 2. I want to give a shout out to one of our few sponsors, one of our many sponsors, I should say, Predator Cues, the official cue and glove of CueSports International. Please visit predatorcues.com for all your pool cue and glove needs. Predator and CSI have teamed up, and we are doing some very big things. So stay
I noticed
tuned.
a lot of players today, they wear that glove, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's becoming more, what's the word I'm looking for? Popular.
Yeah. I've never tried it. Of course, I don't play anymore anyway, but I never tried playing with a glove. I remember a guy many years ago, Gene Catron. They called him the Glove. He was probably the first player that you ever saw that wore a glove, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the day, you know, that just didn't exist. But Gene Catron, they called him the Glove. Was a good player, always wore that glove.
Look where that 5 ball ended up again.
I know, it's like a repeat of the last game.
That 1 ball's in a similar position too.
Well, I'll tell you what, he ought to be shot if he plays that 1 into the 5 here. I mean, he's got a shot on the 1 down in the corner. So, no, you don't shoot the 1 into the 5 here, that's for sure. Well, he did it. He did it. I was wrong again. I don't know why. I would have played that 1 in the corner. I'd have left that 5 ball just hanging in the side. He would have had easy position on the 2 ball. And after the 2 ball, you got your 5 ball hanging in the side. So, no, I mean, he could have played that 1 into the 5 and ended up not getting a good shot on the 1 ball. So it was kind of dangerous that he did that.
What happened?
And there you go. Wow. Now, he has. Oh,
he's in a great spot, truthfully.
Yeah.
The 6 is right there, too. All he has to do is pocket the ball. See if we can just narrowly avoid the 8. Keep that ball as close to the rail as possible. You go 2 rails for this position on the 8.
Well, first you got to make the 7. And after that, you take a look at what kind of angle you have on the 8, and now you make your decision. Because there was a lot of different ways to go there, but you got to take, now after you made the 7, now you see what you have. Now you make up your mind which way you want to go. And that's perfecto.
Very well done.
Perfecto.
Lorenzo breaks and runs rack number 2. Takes a 2-0 lead over King's Santy.
And what is Lorenzo's first name?
Ray.
Ray? Okay. A lot of these players, it's the first time I've ever seen them before, so I don't really know much about them, obviously.
We've got the U.S. Open 8-ball and U.S. Open 10-ball events coming up here August 8th through the 13th right here at Griff's in Las Vegas. Each event is limited to 64 players. There's a total of $20,000 added, $10,000 to each event. There's also an all-around bonus. All-around champion will gain $3,500 and an invitation to the $100,000 added Predator World 10-ball tournament in March of 2020. Runner-up will get $1,500. You must play both U.S. Open events to be eligible for that all-around position.
We are rocking and rolling right here at Griff's, I'm telling you. We got 1,000 tournaments coming up in the next few months. Unbelievable. You like to play pool, you like competition, try coming into Griff's sometime. You got a girlfriend likes to play, bring her along, because we got a lot of girls here play pretty good, my friend. We got some good women players in this town. Where is it you're from, Ben?
I live here. I've lived here for about a little over a year and a half. I was originally born in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
In '91, my mom was transferred to Scottsdale, Arizona for work. So I lived in Arizona from '91 until 2017.
I see.
So about 26 years. I've been out here about a year and a half now.
Uh-huh. You play the game yourself?
I do.
Uh-huh.
I do. Yeah, I play the Mercer event every year. I played this occasionally. I went out in California. I was actually supposed to be in Arizona playing a tournament this weekend, but got asked to do this commentary this weekend, so I figured I'd just hang around in town rather than drive or fly back to Arizona and do what I was going to do.
From Minnesota.
Austin, Minnesota, to be specific, which is where Spam comes from.
Okay.
That's where the Hormel meatpacking plant is.
Obviously, you're a fan of Minnesota Fats, so I take it.
Truthfully, I don't know much about the man. I've only seen him play, heard a few stories and saw him play a little bit in some old-time videos. But to say I'm a fan because I'm from Minnesota or had something in common there, nah. I like the guy. I mean, he was a great player and he was funny as heck. But I don't think my appreciation for Minnesota Fats has anything to do with me coming from Minnesota, but
For $100,000, Ben, what was Minnesota Fats' real name? Trivia question.
if you gave me multiple choice, I could pick it because I.
What was his name, pal? I'm giving away 100,000. Now you want me to tell you what his name was?
I can't remember.
All right, I'll give you his initials. R.W. For 100,000, what was Minnesota Fats' real name? R.W. was his initials. 5 seconds.
Put me on the spot here.
5 seconds. And you got Jimmy Moore over there knocking the action right now. He's looking to get half the dough. His real name was Rudolph Wanderone. Rudolph Wanderone. That was the real Minnesota Fats.
Let's give another shout out and a thank you to Simonis Cloth. They're the official cloth of CSI, CueSports International. Please visit SimonisCloth.com to see why Simonis is the best and most trusted cloth in the billiard industry. That beautiful blue cloth you see on the bed of this table, Simonis 860. Get you some.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Let's see if Ray can repeat what he did last time he broke.
He hit those balls fairly soft, but he hit them good and solid. He had good cue ball control on the break there. His ball got knocked down the table a little bit, but that's what you want to do with the opening break. If you can leave your cue ball in the center of the table, that's the place you want to be.
Going to use the 4 and 7 for cover here.
Yeah, he's going to play a snooker here. That's all. That's all. Take some of that, he says.
9 ball's in a good spot, too. He took away the 1 railer. Oh, maybe not. He might still be able to bend it.
See, shots like this, it is the importance of knowing a little bit about the game of 3-cushion billiards. It helps so much to have knowledge of 3-cushion billiards, especially when you play with these type rules with ball in hand. I've always told players, learn how to play some 3-cushion billiards. It will help your game tremendously.
Are we playing safe here, or are we banking that 1 and going 3 rails?
This is where you got to improvise. You know, you got to do what's comfortable to you. I like the shot that he played there.
Played it well.
Well, I've always said you can win a lot of games with defense. You do not have to run out every time you shoot. You run out when it's there. When it's not there, you learn how to play defense. Win a lot of games with defense. He's going to try to masse this ball. Nice shot, nice masse. Came out smelling like a rose.
Yes, he did.
Good masse shot there.
I might not like this next one. 1 over by the 7, cue ball behind the 5 and 6.
That's correct, Dave Mundo. You've played this game before, huh, Ben?
I watched a match with Johnny Archer and what was that guy's name?
The infamous pretty boy Floyd.
That guy.
The most hated man in pool. Oh, brother, I mean to tell you.
So all I have to do is watch a YouTube video and I'm an instant expert.
Yeah, they have all this stuff nowadays on the internet and everything, and
nice bank shot there.
I have a computer. If I could only figure out how you turn it on, I'd be in business. I'd be watching these matches. But no one ever took the time to explain to me where the power button is.
You got to plug it in, Jimmy.
I got to come down here and watch live, that's all. Nice shot there.
Yes, it was.
That's an even better shot right there. Good control of the cue ball. He's in perfect position right now to win this frame. He has an excellent opportunity, shall we say, to win this frame. As we all know, anything can happen.
Yeah, he's put himself in good position.
Made a 5 and a 6 in the same pocket. Played a 7 and the 8 in the same pocket.
I'm still trying to figure out what you were calling Fats or Swanson.
We will get to that a little later on in the show. Anybody that can guess.
Grizzly.
Anybody that can guess gets a year free pool.
Someone tweeted in Grizzly Adams.
Well, tell him he's a loser.
I'll tell her.
Tell her she's a loser.
I will not.
What was the name of the television show back in the 70s? I said, that is Jay Swanson.
Back in the 70s. July 17th through July 27th, we've got the U.S. APL National Championships at the Rio Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. Over 600 league players, 700 plus mini tournaments, more than 300 diamond tables, and more than 40 vendors. For more information or to sign up, register now at playcsipool.com/events. And that's going to be July 17th through the 27th at the Rio.
Oh, just a shout out. I'm trying to say hi. My wife's watching and a friend of mine.
Oh.
I'm down here. I just wanted you to, if you could say hi to them.
That's a good break there by Kings. He pocketed.
Okay, we got some people out there, some Floydskers out there listening to the show. A special hello to Kim Anderson and Mike Longmire. This is coming from Roger, so a special hello out there to Kim Anderson and Mike Longmire. All righty, we're glad you're tuned in. We hope you're having a good time. We are rocking and rolling right here at Griff's, and I mean to tell you, I look down the row here of tables. They're over there playing about $4 million a game over there, $3 million a game on the other table. We got action. You got action Jackson here at Griff's, I want to tell you. Kim Anderson and Mike Longmire out there listening to our show, Ben. They're enjoying the show. So we thought we'd give them a little plug.
Thank you,
Who knows?
guys.
Might be a potential backer out there. You never know.
Can always use another one of
You
those.
never know. Might be a backer out there. Looking for a horse to put in the stable. You might be in action, Ben. Nice
Very
safety
nice.
there. Very nice touch.
Wow, that was delicate, and he played it very well.
Very nice. Now, some people would have tried to fan that 2-ball down in the corner pocket. Like I say, play some defense. Don't be afraid to let the other man to the table if he has nothing to shoot at, okay? I used to tell my ex-wife, Ava, you have 3 things to remember. When you know that you're going to leave the table, you want to give your opponent 3 things. You either hook them, You make them shoot a bank, or you make them shoot rail to rail the length of the table. If they can come back and win the game from those 3 situations, well, then take the pot. But when you hook them or leave them banks or leave them rail to rail, trust me, it's not easy to win games from those positions.
Are you of any relation to Eddie Mataya? Do you know Eddie Mataya? Or?
That guy's a fake. And I heard there was another guy up there in Oregon or something running around with the name Jimmy Mataya. Those guys are fakes, trust me. I hear they're pretty good players.
I was going to say, I've played Eddie Mataya, and
Have you?
Yeah, I played him in Chinook Winds Open in Oregon 4 or 5 years ago. And statistically, I'm not supposed to beat him. And not only did I beat him, I 3-fouled him twice in the match.
Oh.
And the case game was a 3-foul
twice,
on a bar table.
Oh, you're a wise guy, huh? I didn't know that. Play pretty good, do you? Is that correct, Dave Moondog?
I can duck.
I trust we're making the same amount of money for the commentary. Would you be interested in perhaps a game of Lucky 9 when it's all over with for our paychecks?
You're getting paid?
I'm getting paid. What are you, crazy? I get $3-4 million for doing this. And all I got to do is sit here and have fun.
How do I get that contract?
We're here at the Jay Swanson Memorial, and we are having some fun here, celebrating the life of one of the great 9-ball players that I ever knew and ever had the opportunity to play against, and that's Jay Swanson. Such a nice guy, too. He was an absolute gentleman. Never said a word. He would break, run out, slowly walk back to his seat, never say nothing, wait for them to rack the balls, slowly walk back up to the table, break the balls, run out again. He was something, boy, I want to tell you. I enjoyed playing with him. Played him twice, and twice I signed the loser's sheet. And I said, "Who is this rascal?" Oh, I got the perfect nickname for this guy.
Now we have to figure it out.
That's all. You get 1 year free pool. Compliments of Mark Griffin. Talk about a class guy, Mark Griffin. Take a look at this pool room. He put about 70, 80 million into remodeling this place. This is the old Pool Sharks from Lou Butera and my good friend Joe Canella used to own this place. It's amazing what they've done with this pool room as far as remodeling and everything. Just a spectacular place to play.
Yeah, if we were sitting in the same spot 3 years ago, we'd be sitting in a pit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They used to have the old pit here.
I signed a few loser sheets in there.
I see.
I haven't, like I said before the match, I have never seen Ray play before, but I'm impressed. He's smooth.
Ooh.
And then I cursed him? Okay. He's smooth. He plays good safes.
He's about to take a 3-2 lead. Still anybody's ball game. Long way to go.
Yes, sir. Going to give another shout out and thank you to JB Cases, the official case of CueSports International. Visit jbcases.com for your custom case. And don't forget, protection matters, folks. Get you a good case. And I've said it a few times, I'll say it again. John Barton has an awesome design tool on his website you can use to customize your own case. Very cool. Thank you for your support, sir. We'll see you soon. Kind of surprised he's not here. I think he's living here now.
Special thank you to all of our sponsors. Nice break there. Boy, he hit those. I mean, to tell you, he hit those balls. You could hear that shot from here to Zanzibar.
Look at this leave. can see the 2. Just got to navigate around it to figure out something for the 3. I don't think the 3 pass. Oh, maybe it does. I can't tell if it passes the 8.
I would just try to put a little left-hand English on it, spin on off the rail. Perhaps you can get a shot on the 3 in the side or into the corner. Just baby it with a little left-hand English. That's what he's going to do. Perfect. He's got 3 in the side. You play this game, Ben?
I just watch it.
Oh, okay. I heard you were getting paid for this, so I thought maybe I might try a game myself a little later. Maybe, you know.
We could play a little bit, Jimmy. I don't mind donating for a lesson.
I've heard that before. Last guy wanted to donate for a lesson. Yeah, it cost me about $8,000.
Oh, folks, if you're in town, come on down to Griff's. Lots of action. Great tournament. People gambling. Players all over the place. Spectators all over.
They got it going on here, I'm telling you what. And I'll tell you something else. They have an excellent food menu here.
They do.
They got some people behind the bar that know how to treat you. You know, they give you some good service.
Yes, the food and the service here it's awesome. I really can't complain about anything here. I'm usually pretty good about finding something to complain about.
Well, I tell you one thing I got to complain about in this place. I've looked all over the joint. They got 70,000 pictures of players. You'll not find a picture of Floyd in here. Of course, if they had one, somebody stole it. I don't know. There's no picture of Floyd in here. Now, what's up with that is what I want to know. There's a billion Floydskers out there, and don't think they wouldn't be angry.
Maybe we could address that with Mr. Griffin and Mr. Lettman. I don't think they'd be opposed.
Well, at this stage of the game, you know, it's going to cost a little bit for that picture. You know, I was willing to give them one for free, but seeing as how they don't want it, okay. Now it's going to cost you. Okay.
Put a good stroke on that ball.
Perfect. Yeah, sure was. Stroked that ball real nice. Real nice. I've seen a couple of these 9 balls missed in this pocket right here. I've seen a couple of them missed, which I couldn't believe. No miss on this one. Okay.
Excuse me.
We got a tie ball game here at 3-3. This is looking like a match that might go hill. Who knows? We'll see.
July 17th through July 27th at the Rio Hotel and Casino alongside the USAPL Nationals. We have the BCAPL World Championships. Over 5,000 league players, 700 plus mini tournaments, 300 plus diamond tables, more than 40 divisions and more than 40 vendors. Visit playcsipool.com/events for more information or to sign yourself or your team up for the World Championships. Caught the side of that rack, but it sounded like thunder.
Yeah, both these guys break the balls very well, though. Two balls on that break. There was 2 balls on the last break. These guys break the balls very well. Are you a power breaker, Ben?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the end of our game then, okay? Forget about it.
Okay.
All power breakers are barred.
I guess I'm gonna have the opportunity to toot my own horn here.
That's all.
I won the speed break contest here at BCA like 8 years in a row.
You won the what?
The speed break contest. They have an actual speed break contest where they measure with a laser and radar guns.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, now you're definitely barred. You can forget about action with me, my friend.
My break is good. The rest of my game is subpar.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before. of lost his cue ball a little bit there, but you know what? He came out smelling like a rose because he can play the 5-ball down in the left-hand corner pocket, keep the snowball towards the rail for the 6, and he's in action.
I love how he calls it the snowball. I never heard that term until I heard you commentate. I like that term though. That's Whitey's. Whitey is what I've.
Uh-oh, he missed it. I'm surprised he missed that shot. He missed it badly too. Yeah, you never know with this game. I mean, it's just a difficult game. That's all there is to it. The most difficult of all non-physical sports.
It's so mental. It's ridiculous.
You just can't learn everything that there is to learn. And that's the problem. You can play this game for 200 years and you're going to still find yourself not knowing half what there is to know. It's just a very, very difficult sport. Now, I like golf a lot. You know, I like bowling and all that kind of stuff and throwing darts and whatever. You know, I like all that stuff. But you cannot convince me that golf is a more difficult sport than pocket billiards. It's not even close, in my opinion. And I love golf. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a marvelous sport, but a degree of difficulty has no comparison with pocket billiards. None.
I know both sports definitely have a lot of constantly fluctuating variables.
I disagree with you. Let me put it to you this way. I've been around this sport for 60 years. I have world titles under my belt. I don't know half what there is to know about this game. Don't know half, and I'll be the first one to admit it. Now, on the other hand, of what you just said, do you think there is any shot on a golf course that Tiger Woods doesn't know how to play? Are you going to go up there and tell him, Tiger, you don't shoot this shot this way, you shoot it that way? What shot has he never seen? What predicament has he never been in before? That's why it's no comparison to pocket billiards. I thank you very much, Ben. It's been nice talking to you.
Guess I got shut down right there.
That's the end of you, okay?
When I was talking about fluctuating variables in golf, I'm talking about
you forget
humidity,
about it. Forget about
air temperature, elevation, wind, different variables that come into play.
No, that's good that you said that. Wind. Well, you know, usually when you're outside, there's something called wind. But now, let me ask you, you ever play pool on a wet table? You know what I mean by a wet table? That's the same thing as a golfer going out and in 40-mile-an-hour wind, it's hard for him to perform. Well, get up and play pool on a wet table and see how well you perform. Impossible. I mean, it's absolutely impossible. You know what I mean by a wet table? No, not a joint where the rain was coming down. I'm talking about when the humidity comes in and sets into the rails, the rubber. You ever notice how a cue ball hits a rail and it bounces 2 inches in the air and it goes back and forth 100 times and seems to be picking up speed every time it hits a rail? That's when a table is wet. And if you can play on a wet table, good luck, my friend. I was the worst wet table player there ever was. You know the best, Jimmy Moore's over here, the best guy I ever saw playing on a wet table? Joe Balsas. He used to fire balls in on a wet table like, I mean, it was unbelievable. I couldn't make a ball on a wet table. I mean, I was terrible.
That didn't bother him.
No, he just got in there, rifled everything in. Unbelievable. A wet table, Ben. If you never played on a wet table, you'll know it when you see it.
I have.
Oh, yeah. Brutal. I mean, brutal. You can't do anything right.
Nice kick shot there. Pocketed the ball. And it's still at the table.
He's at the table, but what do you do here? Do you take a shot on the 7-ball combination? Do you try to play the 6 in the corner? What are you going to do? You know,
freeze the cue ball to the 9.
Yep.
You take the 6 behind the 8.
He went with safety. See, safety. You can win games with safeties. A lot of people would have tried to play the 6 into the 9. But that's a dangerous shot. play some defense, you have excellent chance to still win the game.
Out comes the jump cue.
And he will have no problem hitting this ball. Almost made it, almost got lucky.
Meanwhile, Kings has got to be liking this. He's got an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in the set.
Even though it's only going to be 4-3 if he gets out, it's a nice lead to have when you're only going to 7.
Yes. Any lead, I would say, is a good lead in a shorter race like that.
I've always said to myself, or always thought to myself, you know, when you're playing in a tournament, and regardless of who you're playing, even though it's only the first game, it's so important to win that first game because it just kind of takes the edge off of you and puts the edge on the other guy because now he's looking at 2-0 if he doesn't win the next game. So the first game, even though it's only one game, I always thought it was very important to win that first game.
I agree with you. Kings takes a 4-3 lead over Ray Lorenzo. We are racing to 7 here. This is a B-side match, so we are on the back. Loser goes home. Winner has another match tonight. Do want to give another shout out to Discount Custom Apparel. Visit dcashirts.com. They are the official apparel of CueSports International. We thank them for their support and sponsorship for this event. I think I may have to, I personally haven't checked out that website, so maybe I can see what customization options they have.
You seemed a bit upset when I told you that pool is tougher than golf. Are you a golfer?
I'm not upset about that.
Huh? Tell the truth. You were a little upset when I mentioned that pool is tougher than golf. Are you a golfer?
Yes, I'm a golfer.
Okay, well that explains it.
Yes, I was a golfer. Yes, I am a pool player.
Okay, all right. Let's get it straight now, you know.
My grandfather was a PGA Tour golfer through the 40s and 50s or 50s and 60s.
Really?
Got me into golf when I was really young. Yeah, Gordon Foss.
Oh, wow.
I golfed all through high school, and as soon as I moved out of my parents' house, I started working and started focusing on making money rather than...
You wanted to go for the big dough, forget about the golf, let's play pool. Let's
Yeah.
go where the real money is that what you're saying?
Kind of a mistake was that, huh? So now
I want to tell you something. Golf, it may have millions and billions, and yes, it does. And it's a fantastic sport. I love golf. But I will tell you one thing. To be a professional pool player, you should hang your head high because you play the toughest of all non-physical sports, and that's pocket billiards. That's pool, my friends. Starts with P, rhymes with T. That stands for a whole lot of trouble, and that's what we got right here at Griff's. Whole lot of rocking and rolling and trouble. He might be a little bit happy that he missed that ball. He would have been, I think, maybe hooked on a 3-ball. This is a touchy little shot here as to what do you want to do here. You want to play it safe? You want to go for the bank? What are you going to do?
I think he's going to snuggle up to the 4.
That's right. That's right. That's the smart move. That's the smart move.
going 2 rails into this.
2 rails and hitting the right side of the ball. In other words, so the cue ball connects and tries to go back behind the 3 and the 4. See, this is where billiard knowledge comes into play. This is why it's so hard to beat a guy like Efren Reyes. He plays world-class 3-cushion billiards, and you can hook the guy, and you know what? He'll come back, hit the ball, and he will hook you. That's what billiard players do. That's why Boston Shorty, Harold Worst, guys like that were tremendous all-around players. They were champion 3-cushion billiard players. When you get into a defensive battle with a billiard player, you got trouble coming your way.
Oh, I wonder if at some point we'll have a U.S. Open 3-cushion championship. That'd be cool.
Billiards is a great game. It's a beautiful game. One thing I like about 3-cushion billiards, and I think Jimmy Moore over here will agree with me, in 3-cushion billiards, you don't get ball in hand, okay? You got to shoot your way out.
That's no such thing, ball in hand.
No sympathy, no. That is nothing.
Now, forgive me for being slightly for having less knowledge on the game. What would in 3-cushion billiards? What would happen if, let's say, you and I were playing each other, I miscued and took my ball off the table? What happens in that scenario?
You knocked your ball off the table? That would be a foul.
No, but what do you get to do at that point?
What do I get to do? I get to run about 30 and out on you. That's what I get to do, pal.
Set myself up for that one.
Get the money and run.
Well, you were saying that there's no ball in hand, so what happens? How does that ball get repositioned on the table? Okay.
There you go. There you go. He's explaining it to you. Got a guy.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Got a guy I'm commentating with asking me difficult questions, okay? I'm not a Scarney, Ben, okay? I'm as dumb as I look, okay? Wow, bad miss there. Bad miss there on the 8-ball. But I'm going to tell you what, it's not going to be easy, this shot here, to get good position on the 9. You watch. You watch this shot here. Just little intricate things that I've learned about the game of pool. This is not going to be easy to get real good position. He's going to have to make a good shot here, trust me.
Rail first and then 3 more rails.
He's going to have to make a good shot here with good speed. Don't think that this game is over because the 8's hanging there, because it's not. Okay, you see what I mean? This is not an easy shot. Not an easy shot. This is no gimme. You think that game was over because the 8 was hanging. Jimmy Moore's over there laughing and giggling, saying, yeah, the game is over. I know these little intricate things. The game's not over. Nice shot. Very nice. Very nice shot.
We're all tied up at 4. 4-4, race to 3 now at this point. April 12th through the 19th here at Griff's, we've got the WPA Players Championship, 50,000 added tournament, 48 invited by the WPA. This event is limited to 64 players. Top 16 advance from stage 1 qualifiers. There will be 4 qualifiers, one April 12th, April 13th, April 14th, and April 15th. It's $250 to enter all 4 events. So you've got 4 chances to advance to the WPA Players Championship. For more information on that, visit playcsipool.com/events.
That's a tricky little shot here. He's going to try to go 2 rails, I would think, and and get back to the side rail for the 2-ball. Not an easy shot here. But one good thing he's got going for him, he's close to the 1-ball, so that would make it a little bit easier. I don't know if he's going to try to draw this ball. I don't think he can draw this ball. You got to go 2 rails unless he's going to hook the guy. Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. He's got an easy hook here, but he's also got a very makeable shot. So these are the type of shots that you have to shoot whatever way you're comfortable of shooting it. Yeah, he missed the shot, and that's the reason he missed the position so badly. We got a ball game here, 4-4. He's looking at the 9. Is he really going to take a shot at this? This is a roll of the dice here. He's looking at it.
I think he's looking at the carom.
Now, this is not call shot, is it, on the 9?
Nope.
Okay. Sometimes you have call shot on the 9, which I don't understand. And whatever he was trying to do there, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I guess he was trying to play a 1-9 combination.
He came out smelling pretty good.
Yeah, he's got him hooked. He's got him hooked.
It's all right.
Here comes the jump
Here comes
cue.
the jump stick.
Yeah, here comes Jumpy.
All right, next up, our 8 o'clock match. We're going to get started on field 23 in the Fox Garcia and Gus.
He has an opportunity here, if you could call it that. I mean, he has an opportunity to run these balls, but the way the balls are laying, a very difficult run out here, you know, but he has a chance. You got to really control the rock here. I mean, that's the only way you could get out of this mess. The 1-ball is a tough enough shot, Ben. He's got to get over to the side rail for the 2-ball. Now, if he can get good position on the 2-ball, now he's got a chance to run this table. But this is not an easy run out.
He played it with draw.
And there you go. Why he drawed that ball, I do not know. He should have tried to come around the 2 rails.
2 rails with just some left or some top left, right?
Well, these are the things that you learn while you're playing, and you remember these type of situations, and you remember what you did wrong.
I like the safe there, but I think I would have gone opposite. I think I'd have sent the cue ball down table and left the 2 up table, just because I don't want that 2 anywhere near that 9-ball. I don't want to give my opponent a chance at lucking something in.
Well, trust me, the 9-ball is going to move here. The 9-ball is moving here, because here comes Jump City, okay?
He's looking at it.
Of course he is. He can, you know, with a fantastic hit on the 2-ball, he could make this 9-ball. But I mean, the odds of him doing that is about 300 to 1. But meanwhile, he is going to move this 9-ball, trust me. Look at that shot.
What?
And he
Oh, my
scratched.
gosh.
Oh, my gosh. You talk about getting robbed. Oh, my gosh. Look at the shot he made.
What a shot.
300 to 1 I would have laid on that shot. He couldn't. He made it, and he scratched. Well, guess what? I won my bet. How much the guy owe me anyway? I laid him $300 to $1. Well, he owes me $1. Okay. Unbelievable. These are the things that happen in pool. These are the things that happen in pool. You know?
That was a complete roller coaster ride in one shot.
It was a fantastic shot. I mean to tell you. Absolutely fantastic shot. And he played it too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Make a shot like that and could possibly lose this game.
Yeah, that just doesn't seem very fair. No one said life was fair, but it feels like he's getting punished for doing something right.
That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. You'll see it tonight on Sports Center. That's all. You'll see it. What a shot he made. Wow.
I don't know if he wanted to hit the 8 that full.
No. He put himself in a bad situation, but it's the type of shot you got to go for it. Now, you don't know where the 7 ball is going to go. You don't know where the cue ball is going to go, but one thing's for sure. It looks to me like he can cut this ball in, and who knows where the cue ball and the 7 ball are going to go, but he's going to cut this ball in. Okay. Nice try. It was a difficult shot, but he had to go for it. I mean, there was a shot there that you got to go for it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it was there, but it surely wasn't easy.
Well, I'll tell you, the right man is back at the table. The man that should have won this game in the first place with a marvelous shot he made with the jump cue.
Nice shot there. Really good control.
Very nice.
Probably draw this back to about where it is.
Yeah, draw it back, try to play the 8 ball into the side pocket.
Came up a little short. He's going to do some
Yeah, a little short on the draw there.
little cue ball travel, but he should be okay. I think he can go 2, possibly 3 around it.
Very nice, very nice. Good speed. You know,
Did you see his handshake? Did you see his back arm shake?
I was just going to say, you know, we have seen some 9 balls missed tonight, Ben, that you can't believe it. Just like, I mean, he missed that ball badly.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have missed it by 3 inches.
I saw his hand do a little
Well, you know,
shake on that, on his
you know,
forward stroke.
It's, you know, you get nervous out there. I mean, you know, it's easy for us up here.
Yeah, we haven't missed a ball yet.
No, I missed a ball about 46 years ago.
But you were playing actual pool then.
It rolled off, though. The ball rolled off. You know, what can you know, what are you going to do?
Wow.
No, look at that. Well, these pockets are tight, Ben. You know that. You got to hit the hole, boy, and just it won't go in. Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. I've seen a bunch of 9 balls in the last 2-3 matches here that guys have missed a 9. And I'm not talking about difficult shots. I'm talking about shots that they're supposed to make, and they know it. Unbelievable.
That's going to put Ray up 5-4. Ray Lorenzo over King's Santy. Big thank you to Griff's Bar and Billiards here in Las Vegas. Visit griffslv.com. We are the official host of the 2019 Jay Swanson Memorial. And if I'm not mistaken, all the future ones to come as well. So thank you to Mark Griffin, thank you to Gary Lutman for all that you guys do, putting this together and allowing CSI and all the sponsors and players to be involved in making events like this happen. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let's watch Ray destroy rack number 10. There goes 2. 2 down and a wide open table. Pretty Boyd's loving it. Pretty
Key
Boyd.
ball here. The key ball here is getting position, not only making the 1 ball, because that's a tough enough shot. Get position on the 2, and from there, you're in a very good position to win this game, but you got to start out with a tough shot on the 1 ball. He's jacked up. No, he's not jacked up over the 9. Just feather this down in the corner. Play the 2 ball into the side pocket. All right, nice shot. Nice shot. Now he has an opportunity to win this game.
Doesn't have to do anything too fancy here. Well, he's got position. He's not on the ideal side of it.
No,
he can make it, but it's not.
He wanted
the
his
right
cue
side.
ball to get a little more to the center of the table. It would have been much easier to get close to the 5. Now he's probably pretty much going to have to take his chances, I would think, on a fairly difficult shot on the 5. Oh, he's trying to power it back and forth. Couldn't get there. He's still got that difficult shot on the 5.
Cut that one.
Well, that was not an easy shot. You know you got to draw it to get back for the 6. So it was not an easy shot. But he got lucky with the leave. He got lucky with the leave here.
He went all out for that ball.
It was kind of a two-way shot, try to make it across corners, and at the same time you can play a bit of a safety with that shot. Kind of like what we call a two-way shot.
John Ferguson to the tournament desk.
It wasn't the easiest shot, but he undercut it pretty bad.
Yeah.
This one isn't tough either, but I think if he just rolls it in with a little bit of pace, he should just be in a natural position for the 9 or the 6 ball.
This is a tough shot. Tough shot. There you go. He got fortunate with the leave, though. He's gonna go rail first here. Try to hope something good happens. Well, see, there you go. The importance of 3-cushion billiards, Ben. He's supposed to hit that ball. I don't care, That was not a good shot at all, to say the least, and I'm sure he knows it too. A billiard player would have had no problem hitting that ball.
See a little bit of elevation here.
Yeah, it's a good thing the 8's hanging inside because he got dead straight in on this ball.
That was a good shot there.
Yep. A little bit frozen to the rail almost, but we've seen a number of these shots, same type of shot. We've seen a number of them miss today, Ben. Unbelievable.
He said not this time. Now we got a race to 2. Boy, they are keeping this one tight, aren't they?
Getting interesting.
Coming up here at the Rio Hotel and Casino, July 17th through the 20th, we have the Las Vegas Open. Some $25,000 added, all played on 9-foot tables during the BCAPL World Championships and the USAPL National Championships. Limited to 128 players. More info on this is coming soon. Feel free to tune in to world10ball.com for more information.
See the position he had with a cue ball on that break? It was right dead center. The 8 ball knocked it away, but he really controlled the cue ball well on the break there. Both these guys break the balls very well.
Yeah, they do. And he had that thing on a string there for a minute until the 8 ball said nope. He must be behind the point.
Yeah, it looked like he stuck behind the point there, had to roll out. It is a race to 2 from here. The pressure is on. Loser goes home, Ben.
Winner gets to play again. I think they have a 10:30 match scheduled.
And I'll tell you, when you're a pro player or any kind of player, it's so fun to know that you get to play again.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to pack your bags. It's a lot of fun to know, hey, I get another chance. I get another chance, you know?
Yeah, that's a whole lot better feeling than the dejected feel from a loss. He played that really well.
Good shot. Good shot. Smart shot.
I can't tell if there's a window or not, but I don't think I'm shooting through it either way.
Now here's a type of shot that you're not going to use a jump cue. Too dangerous. Now you got to hit the ball. You got to play some billiards here.
He did well there. It's like a 3-way shot. He hit the 1, he moved the 9, and got safe.
Boy, look at where the 7-9 is. It's a good thing he snookered him because he's snookered. He can't, I don't believe he can make this ball. He can make it with a little masse, but what are you going to do with the 3 ball? But he could masse this very easily.
Coming back over for his jump stick. So he's going to jump and spin this 3 rails to back out. You want to, jump it with some right-hand spin.
Now he's going to be cutting this ball in, so here's the danger of using the jump cue here. The danger is jumping off the cue ball off the table. Not to mention if he can stretch good enough to hit the cue ball the way he wants to hit it, but there's a danger on this shot. No problem cutting it in the side pocket, but you're hitting the ball on the angle, and when you're hopping the ball like that, there's a good chance that the cue ball might go flying into the grandstands.
Looks like he's going to put a little swerve on this one.
He's going to masse it, maybe? Yeah, he's trying to match
Foul.
say it.
He
Okay.
did make it, but it's a foul. He hit the 6.
Oh, he fouled it. Wow. Nice little mass save shot there.
The 7 and the 9 are not frozen. See right through that gap here. So
Tell you what, it's not easy shot there, even with ball in hand, to get good position on the 4. It's not a gimme. It's not a gimme to get position on the 4. Now, he almost caught the chit from the side pocket there. That, you know, it wasn't an easy gimme shot there. And even so, he's at the 4. It's just not easy to get position on the 5. So he does not, even though he had ball in hand on the 3, he did not have what you would consider an easy run out. He has a lot of work to do here. And once again, he's jacking up.
he hit that ball really well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
That's about as good as you're going to get from there. If I was him, I would want the cue ball about where the 8 is after I pocket the 6. That angle right there.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to have to do something with the 7-9. He's going to have to get on the right side of the 7 ball to give himself a decent shot on a 9, because he's going to be shooting a combination on a 9. There's no question about that.
Taking his time here, trying to figure out exactly the line he wants to take.
The angle he has on a 6 has made it a little more difficult to make the 7-9. Unless he's going to try to roll this in, shoot it softly and roll it in. No, he hit it with some force. Wanted to make sure he made the ball, but this is no bargain here, Ben, this shot here.
No, it's not.
It's obviously going to be close, but, you know, close is not good enough. You got to make the shot, and it's not an easy shot. He made it look easy. Nice shot. Very nice. Very nice.
Guild brothers.
And for the first time in the match, Kings takes the lead. And it's a good time for him to do that. Puts him on the hill.
Yeah.
Ray needs them both now. Let's see if Ray can duplicate what he did in rack, was it rack 5? Rack 6? I think he broke and made 2, ran the rack out.
Both the players that broke the balls extremely well. Both of them have a very good opening break.
That almost took an unfortunate kick. Instead, he's smelling like a rose.
Sure did.
Boy, this is
Sure did.
beautiful.
Once again, 2 balls on the break.
The 1-2 combo. And you got
Yeah,
One in the
yeah,
same
with the-
pocket. The three's hanging in the side. What's the
Right.
toughest shot here? The 6 to the 7?
That's about it. That's about it. 6 to the 7. I mean, he has an excellent opportunity to run this rack.
He does not want to follow. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have hurt him. The three's hanging in the side. Looked like the one ball was going to follow it in.
Yeah. And he really didn't want the one to go in, really. I mean,
He'd have been okay. I mean, the three's right in front of the side, but yeah, it wasn't what he was intending.
uh-oh, look at this. Look at this. Did he hook himself?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Draw this ball back a 1.5 feet. Maybe 2.
Perhaps draw it 2 rails around the 9, and that's what he's looking at right now, I would think. Draw it 2 rails around the 9 so he can get more of a straight angle on a 6.
I like that shot.
And that's what he's going to do. Uh-huh. Oh, these guys are smart. They're smart. These guys are good. Look out, look out, look out. Tough shot here. Tough shot here, Ben. I'm going to tell you, this is no hanger. This is no hanger. This is a tough shot. And you got to play good speed with your cue ball. You got to go back and forth. Big shot here, big shot.
I think he draws back above it.
You don't want to draw this, you know, you can't take a chance of scratching. And he tried to draw it. Well, you take a chance of missing the shot. Hey, you take a chance of missing the shot because you're trying to do something too fancy with the cue ball. Number one thing in a shot like that is make the ball. Make the ball. If you don't make the ball, you're in bad shape. I would have just went back and forth, drove it down the rail, and went back and forth across the table. I wouldn't try to draw that ball. You were flirting with danger. Fortunate there, fortunate there.
How'd that work out, huh?
Yeah, it worked out very good for him.
He's on the hill, too. Keeping it interesting.
Trust me, the pool gods are up there. They're watching. They're going to torture you. They're going to torture the other guy. They're going to torture you some more. I mean, it's never over when the pool gods are watching.
Ain't that the truth?
This one's over.
All right, King Santy defeats Ray Lorenzo by a scoreline of 7-5.
Wow, what a match. What a match.
Thank you, JB Cases, Predator Cues, Griff's, Simonis Cloth, and Discount Custom Apparel. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with our next match.